Good morning and welcome to the Venora Engadinwind, brought to you by Dakine. We are here on the beautiful lake of Silverplana and we are going to be kicking straight in, and I mean straight in, with the towing, EFPT towing. I say straight away because the wind has already picked up. It's almost freestyleable. This morning the lake was glassy. It has now got some wind on it. So we've got the EFP towing. That is going to be a big category. We've got 9 riders for you, and we've got different classes of jumps they have to do. So there's a little bit of a change in the format, and we're going to kick off with highest, well, air time I think it is. So longest, highest, most time in the air. They all have to do that and they will be judged on that scale. We're going to kick in straight in with Amado Vreeswijk, because he is going in the IQ Foil World Championships, which is coming up this afternoon, and they are itching. They've had 2 days of non-racing, so they're wanting to get in the water. So we're only going to have one round. It's going to be one trick from each rider, kicking off with Amado Vreeswijk, and he's up and riding right now. This is not Max Matasek, no, this is Amado Vreeswijk. There has been a change in the order. So what's he got for us? We're looking to see air time. That's all we need to see. Judges looking in. Bosh. Just goes for that standard move we're used to seeing, that air funnel, that burner, whatever you want to see it. They are trying to change the scoring, like I said, to see different moves coming up. So just while Amado's in the water, we wait for the scores to come through to give you an idea of the categories we're going to be seeing. Our first round's going to be airtime, as we see that jump again from Amado. Looked pretty tasty. Then we're going to see a combo. So the second run, which won't be today, would be a combo move. So they might start off with a spock into another move. They have to touch down before doing another jump. Then we're going to have a spin category, most spins wins, and then we're going to have a send category, which is the biggest move. It's all experimental at the moment. The EFPT are just trying to, you know, mix things up. They're actually pretty equal prize money from literally last place to first place, just to encourage the show. They're not penalising the crashes too hard. They just want the show. So interesting to see, definitely. We do have live scoring coming through. Also, let me know who's watching, where you're watching from. Like I say, we're only going to get one run. So we've got 9 riders. Oh, we did have 9 riders. So I've got Thomas Traversa on the entry list. He is here, but I have heard he might not be going today, which is a shame. I'd love to see Thomas out there throwing down some moves. He's here with a family, soaking in the beautiful scenes up here in Switzerland. Like I said, we are in Lake Silverplana. We will have the IQ Foil World Championships coming up this afternoon, and we've got next up on the towing Max Matasek. Like I say, quite a lot of chop for this towing. This morning it was glassy, absolute glass. It would have been amazing. And now it's not ideal towing conditions, and probably got about 15 knots, I would say, you know, white capping up the lake. We've got Andrea. Morning, Ben. Thanks for covering. No problem. Well, I'm just here commentating. The boys from Icarus are doing the live stream. Did a good job as well. So it's Max Matasek. Switch through. What we're looking for. Bar boys. Look how choppy. I told you, it's not ideal towing conditions. It's just typical, isn't it? You're set in a towing competition and then you actually get wind. Is it enough to freestyle? Maybe in the middle of the lake. Yeah, it's still on the edge, but not ideal towing conditions at the moment. So looking for those scores to come in. Should have some live scores. Let's have a look. Not seen Amado's score come through on my list, but let's have a little refresh, see if my internet is still working. I don't know if the guys in the office can reset. There we go. We've got the live scores on there. 8 points. There we go. 8, 5.25. Some stingy judge in the middle by the looks of it. 3 judges and an 8.25. It looks like that middle judge is probably Emilio. he's known for his tight scoring. Bulls Muller. Interesting fact about Bulls Muller. He's doing the towing, but guess what? Yeah, he's doing it on the foil. You know what, in the wind we've got here, he probably doesn't even need to be towing in, but it might play into Bulls Muller's hands because he's obviously on the foil. He's not going to be touching the water. he's going to be cruising over the chop. So there's a very good chance this could suit the foil. So Balls-Muller maybe with a bit of an advantage as we come in. I am really lacking internet on my computer, boys. I don't know if someone can help me out here. So if we can reset the internet, please. Someone help. As soon as I'm back online, I'll have a look through the comments and I'll give you an update, like I say, on the scores. But Max Matasek, we're not expecting big scores from Max. Hit the deck. He's going to go again though, by the looks of it. Like I said, it is choppy out there. The guys do know what the guys are having to deal with, so I'm going to give him another rerun. Like I said, it was planned to have 2 rounds today. It was going to be the big air and the combo, but due to this wind picking up early and the IQ Foil World Championships kicking off soon, it's going to be 1 round, so it is just biggest air time. And here we go, Max Matasek. Looks like a better run now. What's he got for us? Oh, it's big. Oh, God, is he all right? Ow. Ow. That looked, oh my life. That looked nasty, didn't it? I don't know if I think we're going to see it again, but for a 43-year-old ex-freestyler, oh, each. But he went high, and that was the name of the game. So looking at the scoreboard, I've got internet back. 6 points from Ardo Vreeswijk. There we go. I think the old scores I was seeing from a while ago. So 6 points from Ardo Vreeswijk. It's all about airtime, not about the landing. Max Matasek, he went pretty high. So I'm expecting a bigger score. I'm not the judges. What do you think at home? Let's see. There we go. We've got the comments coming through now. We want foil, says Francisco from North Africa. Next year I'll be sailing there. Good to see. We got Julian. Good to hear my dulcet tones. Yes, you know it is. Balls-Muller, as I said before, he is going to be on the foil. Could play into his hands, but he's not going to get the wake of the boat. He's just going to use the pop from the foil. So that should be interesting. Waiting for the scores from Max Matasek to drop in. Are we looking to see a bigger score? I think we are. We got old man Stumpy tuning in from Brisbane over in Australia, mate. Max Matasek. We're going to get him on the... Well, I don't know if he needs the headphones. He's just going to talk into here. We're going to be good. Max, we haven't had your score come through yet, but that looked pretty high, and that's the name of the game.
Yeah, thanks. I'm happy. But look at Bart. He's going with the foil. He's gonna be so high.
Here we go. What's he got for us? Well, you know what? I would say you were a bit higher. I'm still waiting for the scores. I thought you went pretty high. There we go.
Oh wow.
In the lead at the moment, Max Matasek, 6.88. It looked like you had a nasty landing.
Yeah, like, hey, sorry, I'm still, I don't have breath. Yeah. You have to imagine I'm from a lake in Austria where like 100 meters above sea level, and here we are like 1,800, so pretty high.
I've been losing my breath walking to the hotel.
No, at my first try I tried to do like a regular, like a a regular kono, and but I couldn't handle the chop from the boat and stuff. It was really difficult, so then I decided to just go for a normal scopo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It looks good though.
It felt fun.
I'll tell you, you looked high. I think it's going to take some beating, me personally. I don't know what the other boys have got.
I'm stoked.
But as I said, the landing looked nasty. I was feeling for your ankles at one point. Balls-Muller scoring 5.13.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, you went high, dude.
I'm surprised.
I'd be quite hopeful if I were you. I think that was the benchmark right now. Sitting in first place, Max Matasek 6.88. Ardo Vreeswijk is probably going to run off and get his IQ foil stuff ready, because we are kicking off, like I say, with the first ever World Championships in IQ foil, the new Olympic discipline. So that's exciting. Balls-Muller just scoring a 5.13 on his foil equipment. I was expecting him to go higher, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult now because the wind kicked in already. Like going backwinded with the foil, he just told me before, it's so tricky and so difficult. And I mean, if somebody can do it, it's definitely Balz.
Sam Steve, I mean, he is one of the guys who is hot right now. He has been pumping out all the combo moves, but what's his height like? Coming into that wake. Come on, Sam. Ooh, that looked pretty sick. That was, execution was 10. I mean, you don't get a better landing than that. And the height was there, I would say, as well. We're going to get a little replay of that. What do you make of that, Max?
Yeah, definitely the best landed move so far. And pretty good air time, really sick. Wow, yeah, look at this. Perfect. Yeah. Don't
see that many often. Is that because we've got a bit of wind? Maybe it's a bit easier with the wind, the scope.
Yeah, but he's the king of air scopers. Yeah. Like, he does the best in the world, and you could see that. Very, very impressive. Really cool.
Well, he could be the man to beat. We'll wait for that score at the moment. Max Matasek sitting in first place at the moment with 6.88. But Sam and Steve just threw down a pretty big old Scopu and landed it absolutely clean. I think we must have some old scores coming through because Gianni Pisani's on top. And I'm not pretty sure it's not here. So we'll see. You can see the IQ foil guys getting ready. The wind is picking up because it's getting a bit chilly. We're out the sun here in the commentary booth. You can feel the temperature is definitely changing. We've got Sarah Kita up next as we wait for that score from Sam and Steve to go in. Sarah Kita obviously doing the IQ Foil World Championships as well. A lot of wind out there. You'll get to see it in a bit, but those guys are flying around as they're getting ready to kick off. Cheers, Max. So he's going to go and get himself ready. We might have a word with Sam and Steve if he makes his way around the corner. But yeah, there we go. 8.50 from Sam and Steve. Perfect execution, good height. Absolutely nailed it. Like I say, he is one of the guys to watch at the moment, pumping out the big combo moves, as well as what we've just seen now. Raul, tune in, says Ben is the best. What a legend. I'll pay you later. Good morning, Ben. Sounding chirpy. I'm always chirpy, although it's getting frosty here. I'm sitting right on the point here in the lake, and the wind, like I say, is picking up. It's getting a bit chilly. Sam and Steve, let's bring him in. He has just set the new mark as we've got Sarah Kita just kicking off. So let's comment Sarah Kita. Lots of power as she comes in. What's she got for us? She's bumping around. It's solid. Oh, one of those sticky landings. So Sam and Steve, what did you make of that move from Sarah Kita first before we talk about your move?
Yeah, man, she's doing a big burner for 540. It was really airtime move, I think.
Yeah, just stopped on the landing. It can be nasty on the ankles. Yeah. We see that. Yeah, just it's really jarred in a little bit. But your move, 8.50.
Whoa, man.
It's big.
I didn't know that I did the best score, I think.
Yeah, easily. I mean, your landing was absolutely perfect.
That's cool.
Absolutely
That's
spot
cool.
on,
But man, when I really like this kind of condition when the winds kick in like 10 or 15 knots. And yeah, for Scopu especially, because the wind is like normal windsurfing. Yeah. And I could sail like.
It makes a big difference. I was just saying to Max, as soon as that wind picks up, that Scopu becomes. It's one of your moves anyway. He was saying, but with a little bit of breeze, it makes it a bit easier for you because, like you say, it's like normal windsurfing. Perfect.
True. That's true, but yeah.
What do you think of the new format?
Yeah,
because we've got, obviously, for people just joining in, we've got 4 categories. Today is the airtime category, so we're just counting biggest air, and obviously the landing makes a difference. Although they say they're not scoring the landing, if you land it, you're going to get a few more points.
Sure.
Obviously. Then we've got the combo, which I would have thought would be your category as well.
Interesting. Yeah, sure.
You are one of the guys known for the kangaroo bouncing moves like 4 times.
but we will see. But yeah, I don't know. We'll do the combo today or tomorrow?
No, we're going to do that tomorrow. Just because the wind's picked up a bit, super. They want to sort of maybe the glassy morning session. I think is what they're looking for.
But I'm really excited to do this kind of new categories. It's like pushing our freestyle expression and. It's more like the freestyle session, we can share it. Yeah. And it's really interesting, like to evolve. So it's cool.
Yeah, and again, like what we've been seeing, we don't want to see the same moves. We've already seen different moves to what we see usually. We're usually seeing F-funnel, F-burner, all those reverse moves. We've already seen a perfect Skopu, almost air Skopu.
I don't know, I didn't see it,
was,
but I feel like it was a big scope.
Yeah, it was big, man. It was big.
I really get a really nice sensation in it.
Yeah, well, you're sitting at the top of the tree, 8.5 points. A couple of scores coming in. Sarah Keita moves into 4th place, 5.38, so ahead of Balls Muller. That's not bad. Behind Amada Vrieswijk in 3rd place at the moment. Max Matasek, you put him down into 2nd place, 6.88. But you've got a big old lead. But we got some pretty big names to come.
Yeah.
Got Antoine Albert is on his rope now. What's he got for us? The Goya rider from New Caledonia. Oh, it's big! Oh, he doesn't get the landing, but that was big.
Man. The back foot go.
He likes the Skopu as well, doesn't he?
I like it. It is his favorite move.
I've seen him do that in no wind, which I know is one of the harder ones to do. But he didn't get the landing. He got the height. Be interesting to see how that scores, because they said it's all about height.
Height, yeah.
But you gotta get the landing, surely. I don't know. Interesting to see this. It's like I say, a new sort of concept with the EFPT. This is a tow-in championship, so it will count to the overall. And I'm told the EFPT are doing an overall.
Sure.
So tow-in, normal freestyle, normal windsurfing freestyle, and foil.
Foil freestyle, yeah.
So how's your foil freestyle?
That's good, actually. I started actually 1 year ago at home, and the beginning was a bit difficult to do some freestyle move. I have to learn every move, and I went in a trip in Dakhla in February for training, and I got some really nice move there. I did a video on it on YouTube. Maybe you see that. And then I said when the wind is really light, it's really cool to do some moves on foil and to learn new things, you know.
I mean, it's going to be exciting to see how that progresses, because more and more freestylers now are going to be doing, you know, Balls Muller has definitely led the way, and everyone's playing a bit of catch up, but it's going to be a very quick learning curve, I think, for these guys.
Yeah.
Scores coming in, Antoine Albert, 7 points, so the landing does make a difference. See, I would say similar height maybe to yours, but your landing was absolutely spotless.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's just tuning in, Sam and Steve leading with 8.50. We've got Antoine Albert 7 points in 2nd place, Max Matasek 6.88 in 3rd place, and Amada Vrieswijk a bit further back, 6 points. Sarah Keita, Balls Muller. We've still got some big guns to go. Jentel Kers is going to be next up. Then we're going to have Leonard Neubauer, who at the moment, from what I've seen on the videos, he is pushing hard.
That's true. And
So I've got the leader at the moment, Sam Asif, sitting next to me in the commentary. Well, I say booth. It's more like a table on the point. But here we go. Jentel Kers. He's known for going big. Still the reigning freestyle world champion. You see, we haven't had many competitions, but what's he got? Here he goes. Woo! It's big. Oh, it's nice, and he stays dry.
Whoa. Double layer funnel. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting to see. Cheers, Stam.
Thank
there we
you,
go.
guys.
Sam and Steve
See you,
leading
guys.
at the moment. What has Jentel Kers just thrown down? We're going to get, I think, Antoine Albert come and sit with us in a second, if we can get him in past all the cameras. But Jentel Kers throwing down the big ones. Antoine Albert, like I said, he's been sitting next to me. Well, he's sitting next to me now. You've been a busy boy this year. You've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Videos popping up all over the place. You love the Skopu. Didn't quite get the landing.
Yeah, well, they asked us to go high, so I tried to go high.
Back foot just come out on the landing?
Yeah, kind of a sketchy landing, but I'm happy. It's
Second
okay.
place.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you got
nice.
height. That was the main thing. I'd say the only difference between you and Sam was the landing, but you got the height, no doubt about that, and it put you in 2nd place with, what, 2 riders to go. We're just waiting for Jentel Kers' score to drop. Did you see it?
9 foot. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, there you go, 9.50. Well, that's interesting. It's going to be good to look back at this and see how the judges have scored it, because it's kind of a new concept now. It's not just a move.
Yeah.
They've told the rider's height.
Yeah.
So that's a big point difference.
I kind of like this concept. I mean, it's less pressure for the riders, more show for the spectators. It's better for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And just for
Looks
people at home, just out of interest, the prize money, what they've done is they've pretty equaled it out over the whole. So between last and first, there's only a couple of $100 difference, or euros, or whatever it's in. So it makes the guys maybe not so protective of a lead and go for the show. That's the idea.
Yeah, this is the idea. Yeah.
If you win, you're going to be maybe a bit gutted. But here we go. Leonard Neubauer, one of the most up-and-coming freestyle talents at the moment. The guy is pushing hard, sponsored by Red Bull now. What's he got coming in? Oh, it's big. Oh, it's absolutely spotless. Oh, that's going to be close, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't, I haven't seen the other moves, but it wasn't that high.
Let's have a look at the
maybe to
replay.
like the Scopus, but it was super clean landing.
I actually thought the Scopus looked bigger than Yentl Kers. That's the interesting one. So, well, again, what are we judging? Are we judging the move or the height?
Yeah.
It's very difficult because it's very hard to score height because no one's stopping them. I mean, maybe we have to use video replay. Sarah Kisa,
Yeah, what's up?
are you going to come and join me? Antoine Albert, thanks, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Antoine Albert has been pushed into third place. Sama Steve second. Yentl Kers in first, but we're waiting for the score from Leonard Neubauer. Sarah Kita offering.
Woohoo!
Is it cold in the water?
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold, definitely. But the sun is shining, so that's a big plus for sure.
How did it go for you? I know you're getting ready for IQ Foil Worlds
Yeah.
as well, so it must be a bit hectic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run. Well, actually, I have time because the guys are going first.
Okay.
But it's more that we're doing the toe-in and it's actually quite windy.
Yeah.
So it's adding like an extra difficult factor to it. But it went well. There's so much adrenaline going through my body from the speed with the winch.
Yeah,
So,
it looks hard. I mean, this is windy towing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But I think actually because of that, it's more similar to normal windsurfing as well. Because with towing, you really have to work with the apparent wind, and now you actually have a breeze coming. So yeah,
Okay.
I think that's why the guys are going so high also.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have
Yentl
seen,
scored 9.
still waiting for Leonard Neubauer's score. We know it's going to be pretty big, but
Top
is
3.
it as big as Yentl?
Top 3, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's up there. Is he going to be enough to overtake Yentl Kers? This is just round 1 of 4, and then there will be, it's a knockout final, as what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
6 guy. Leonard Neubauer goes into second place, equal second place, but it looks like he's, oh no, he's gone into third place. So there we go. I'll be speaking with the judges. Kita is going to get himself ready. Yentl Kers, he's going to be the winner because that was the last rider we just saw. Leonard Neubauer, do you know you are leading?
Apparently.
There you go, 9.63.
Yeah, good start.
Been practicing?
No, last year was the last
Really?
time.
I was going to say you look like you were pretty fresh. Look like you've been practicing because we know Leonard's been practicing a lot.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, at the end, now it was a bit windy. It feels like normal windsurfing. You just get totem speed instead of you have the pump in the light wind. So I felt good. I just go with the flow, and I went for a bit a different approach because I was also thinking a bit for Scopo because it's easier to go high. But then I saw everyone start doing it. It's just change it up, you know.
Yeah.
It's still a show.
I was going to say it's all about the show, but how are they judging the height? Do you know? Have they give you any indication of that?
Not really. They watch. Okay, everyone comes really quickly after each other, so they can have kind of idea who is the highest. But then also they see which move it is and how clean landed. You know, gives always a little bit of a factor in it.
So the landing is counting because they said the landing's not counting, but it's
No,
got
the landing is not counting. But if points get really close, they're gonna see who is cleaner landed, you know, to make a tie break or.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have definitely beasted everyone. 1 point clear of second place. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
For everyone at home, what move did you do?
Like air funnel 720, kind of in the air.
Yeah.
It's
It's hard because they're very similar. For everyone at home, they're going, well, it is, even for the riders, it's sometimes difficult to get the exact.
Because often in towing you do something in between a burner and an air funnel. Because to get more height, you have to take off into an air funnel position and then turn into a burner. So yeah, often they get a bit in
What
between.
is the definition? A burner sails lower?
Yeah.
Sails lower.
Yeah.
That's kind of the.
Air funnel is more vertical rotation, and like with a burner you try to twist a bit around. But yeah, and towing it's kind of all the same.
Yeah.
Like for the feeling, it's also almost the same.
So what's the plan? What have you been doing? I mean, obviously we've had quite a lot of time since we haven't had many competitions, especially for the freestyle guys. What have you been spending your time?
I've, in general, been windsurfing really a lot, spending time around Italy, Lake Como, Lake Garda. I've been there a lot, just freestyling, and yeah, just windsurfing a lot, trying to show people that it's still possible, not only foil or tow in with lighter winds as well, 5-2, and yeah, a bit like this.
And how does it work now with EFPT, PWA? You're allowed to enter all the events. You never know, because I know there was certain rules and stuff before, but obviously they've kind of all been thrown out the window now.
Yeah, they have been thrown out the window actually since 2019 when I got my world title and European title, because that was the first time I could do the whole EFPT tour when I was on the top level, let's say.
Yeah.
Because before I could. But yeah, that's really makes sense to delete that rule. We can do all the events, especially with such little events. And yeah, this year looked really promising in the beginning, so I was training a lot. And then every time we got one event, so it looks like, okay, now it's gonna start up, and then events getting cancelled. And
So far this year, Austria?
Austria, yeah.
How did you get on?
Third place. So
Third place. So solid?
yeah, solid start. Amado first, Jacopo Testa second, me third. So it's a good start of the year.
And there's planned events, I've heard, Greece?
Yeah, we will go September, 8 to 12 September, go to Greece. Rhodos,
Yeah.
Theologos is a spot a little bit, most known is Prasinisi, but we are another spot. It's a bit lighter wind, but good job, really fun spot. I've been there a couple of years ago, and it's a nice spot to freestyle, and good people there.
Okay, and there is a rumour there might be a British event at the end of the year.
Yeah, I have heard that, and I hope really things gonna happen. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, we see. Okay, so well, that kind of wraps it up, I think, for the EFP towing. Jens Kers winning the first round. It is the first round. There will be 4 rounds, and then with the final, it's a knockout. So I'm guessing we're going to do all the 3 rounds tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
That's going to be it. So
I think it will be a little earlier start, so we have a bit more time before the wind kicks in. That IQ guys go. So
yeah. So we're going to have tomorrow. We're going to have the combo category, which means you have to do a move, touchdown, and then another bounce, and if you're lucky, maybe another one.
Double pop, triple pop, maybe one pop before the wave, one on the wave. So we're going to see a lot of different things.
So we're going to see a combo. Then we're going to have the spin category, which is how many spins you can do in the air. That's the third category.
In the air or also on the water, you can also.
Okay.
So you can also do, like, for example, a burner and then keep spinning behind it. What's hard and tow in, because you lose really quick speed. So yeah.
And then we have a send category, which is basically the biggest send, the craziest moves being thrown down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to keep on the gear.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I want to see that Superman. He is very famous for that.
I will promise on Sunday I will do it.
Yeah, so that's another thing. So then when we have the accumulative points of that, 6 riders go through to that final.
Yeah.
Then they'll do 3 rounds, and every round 1 person will be knocked out. It'll end with a final of 3 guys, and the winner of that will be the winner of the tow-in. And then on Sunday, it'll be a full tricks for cash expression session, no holes barred, anything goes kind of thing. So that's what we've got to look forward to in the EFPT. Is that us done? When I hear in my ear, are we done? I think we are. So thanks to Jens Kers for joining us, leading as we go into tomorrow. You're going to have to join us this afternoon. We've got a very strict schedule here, so we will be back at 3 o'clock local time to bring you the IQ Foil World Championships. It's the first ever World Championships of this new Olympic class. It's going to be exciting. We've got 160 riders. Crazy. We've got no GPS tracking. It's going to be tricky, but it's going to be interesting. We've got all the major players here, and I'm looking forward to it. So don't forget, look on the YouTube channel, Windsurfing.TV. We'll be live at 3 and across all the other nations. Thanks for joining us at Venora, Engadinwind by Dakine. See you later.